Today, we're talking about Robocop Rogue City. In this video, we'll explore whether this game is worth your time and does it capture the essence of the iconic Robocop movies, or is it just another attempt at cashing in on a beloved franchise? Stick around to find out! Robocop Rogue City immerses you in the dystopian world of old Detroit, where you'll step into the boots of the legendary Alex Murphy, also known as Robocop. After a near-fatal incident, Murphy is transformed into a cybernetic law enforcement officer, and it's your job to clean up the crime-ridden streets. The game does a fantastic job of capturing the look, sounds, and overall vibe of the original Robocop movies. It's like stepping back in time to experience the gritty, high-tech world of the late 80s and early 90s. If you're a fan of those classic films, you're in for a treat. One of the game's strong points is its story. As Robocop, you're torn between your duty to uphold the law and your struggle to remember your past life. This internal conflict adds depth to the character and keeps you engaged throughout the game. The decisions you make can affect the future of old Detroit, allowing you to choose between a heavy-handed approach or a more diplomatic one. It's a nice touch that adds replay value and keeps the narrative interesting. However, there's a potential issue. While staying true to the original movies is commendable, there's a risk of the story feeling a bit too familiar. It's essential to strike a balance between homage and innovation to keep players invested in the narrative. Only time will tell if Rogue City succeeds in this regard. Now let's get to the heart of the matter: gameplay and combat. Here's where my enthusiasm starts to wane. Robocop is known for his immense power and resilience, and this game faithfully replicates that. The problem is, it might have replicated it a little too well. You never truly feel in danger. Health is plentiful, and healing items are everywhere, making firefights an easy play. Moreover, the shooting mechanics leave something to be desired. The slow aiming and clunky recoil of firearms can be frustrating, especially when trying to land headshots, which should be a satisfying aspect of combat. It's not until late in the game that you get a glimpse of potential improvements, like bullet ricocheting. On the bright side, the game's RPG-inspired elements show promise. Skills and choices in dialogues can affect how you approach missions, and the side quests and interrogations provide a more nuanced and engaging experience. These RPG elements give you room to fail and adapt, which is a refreshing aspect compared to the straightforward combat. The game's story, while somewhat familiar, is still a good time. Robocop's journey to combat drug dealers and struggle with his humanity is classic Robocop, and the voice acting channels that 80s action movie camp that fans adore. Familiar characters remain true to their origins, while new faces hint at potential exciting developments. So, there's hope that the story might still hold your attention, even if the combat falls short. So, is Robocop Rogue City worth playing? It's a mixed bag. The game nails the aesthetics and storytelling, transporting you back to the classic Robocop era. But the combat leaves much to be desired, with Robocop feeling like an invincible force, and the shooting mechanics lacking finesse. Whether this game can rise above its gameplay issues and deliver a compelling Robocop experience remains to be seen. Keep an eye on it. Especially if you're a die-hard fan of the franchise, Robocop Rogue City is set to launch on Xbox Series, PS5, and PC on November 2nd. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.